Do you want to create more financial freedom and have less stress in your life? Welcome to my presentation, How to Create More Financial Freedom Without Getting a Second Job or Leaving Your House. Let me ask you, what would an additional $500 to $5,000 a month or more do for you and your family? Who is this presentation for? Teachers, doctors, realtors, stay-at-home moms and dads, retail sales professionals, small business owners, retirees, anyone looking for career transitions or a Plan B financial plan to make their life better. And what would that additional cash flow do for you? Would you have less stress? Would you be able to say yes to more things, pay off credit cards, give to charities, fund your retirement, career transition possibly? Anything that you personally want that will help you live a more secure, less stressful, and healthier life that comes from having the financial freedom to make choices that additional monthly income can provide. Now, a disclaimer, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. No income claims or guarantees of income are being made. Individual results vary. This presentation is made for showing you a system and an opportunity that gives you the ability to achieve a part-time supplemental income. And my name is Joe Gonzalez, and along with my wife, Tina, we've been doing this business online now successfully for several years and making supplemental and even full-time income now for, as I said, the past several years. And prior to this, I was a corporate banker and my wife was a resume writer and interview coach. And back during the financial crisis, that crisis hit us just like it did a lot of other people. And we decided to sell our stuff, downsize our house. And I realized that I wasn't going to be able to make a corporation happy. So we decided to start making ourselves happy and chasing our own financial dreams and goals and our lifestyle goals. And we were able to start producing hundreds of dollars per week within our first year, and within 3 years, thousands of dollars per month, and then multi six figures within a few years. And we repeated this process in 2 other companies. And so we've been able to consistently generate full-time equivalent incomes on a part-time basis now for 8 consecutive years with the system that I'm about to show you. So let me ask you a question. If there was a system that has allowed us and many others to continually make $500 to $5,000 a month or more without leaving your house and without having a second job, would you want to know about it? There are 3 things you must have to be able to produce additional supplemental income without a second job or without leaving the house. The first thing that we need to do this is more time. With more time, we could produce more, right? There's literally only so many hours in a day and so much we can produce. Most of us live on linear income. That means for every hour we work, we can produce X amount of dollars per day, per week, per year. So our labor becomes our cap amount. In other words, what we produce ourselves times how many hours we work and how much we get paid determines how much we're going to make. But we can change that with something called leverage. Leverage is the action of a lever or the mechanical advantage gained by it, and to enhance, provide, or supplement such as time or money through a mechanism. So if you ever heard of Robert Kiyosaki, he said all successful people have one thing in common: leverage. Leverage is the power to earn more and more while working less and less, either by having people or money working for you. And J. Paul Getty, the oil billionaire, said, "I would rather earn 1% of the effort of 100 people than 100% of my own efforts." So the first thing we need in order to produce more income, we must increase our time through the use of leverage to increase our production and our income. The second thing we need to make additional income without having to leave our house or getting a second job is we need a source of income. Income is only produced if money exchanges hands through labor or profits. Your labor for money as an employee, linear, or a business owner makes profits by selling a product or service that people want or need and benefit from. So a business uses leverage, the labor of many employees, to produce and sell products in exchange for money and profits. The owner gets the advantage of the leverage and the profits. So we need a business that uses leverage. And again, Robert Kiyosaki, he has this, what he calls the 4 quadrants. These are 4 ways to produce income. And this is really striking. So 5% of the wealth in the world is held by employees or the self-employed. And that's on the left-hand side here. And that makes up 95% of the income. And the reason why is that's basically linear. We're working on your own. You're working for yourself. And then 95% of the wealth is controlled by only 5% of the population. And that's because they become business owners and they have a system, or they become investors where money works for them. So how would you like to have a system that works for you, the ability to produce residual and passive income and more time freedom? Well, the key is to be able to show you how to get from over here on this side of the quadrant over to this side of the quadrant like the 5% of the population lives. The problem is that businesses cost a lot of money, hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars. You have legal costs, store building costs, employee costs, inventories, bank loans. Now, who has the capital for that? But we need to move over to leveraged income versus linear income. Let's come back to that because we know it has to be affordable. The third thing we need to make additional income without a second job, without leaving the house, is we need a system. A system. What is included in a system? Number 1, is it easy? Number 2, can I do it? Number 3, can I show others to do it? So those answers have to be yes. Would you agree that if we had a method that all 3 of these criteria are met, we would have a system that works? So what exactly is a franchise? A franchise is a system to duplicate a process, such as making hamburgers the same way all over, no matter who is working or owning the restaurant. A franchise uses a system such that an 18-year-old kid could run a $2 million restaurant. Now imagine if you could increase your time, leverage your own efforts, and have a system to teach others. If you had all 3 of these, you could exponentially grow yourself by duplicating your efforts. What does that mean? Leverage income versus linear income. So how does it work? Just do the math. If you doubled yourself every month using a duplicatable system like a franchise, what would it look like? U plus 1 would be 2, and then 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, 8 times 2 is 16, and then you get the picture. 256 times 2 is 512, 512 times 2 is 1024. Eventually, you would have 4,096 people, hours, or efforts. And again, remember what J. Paul Getty said, I would rather earn 1% of the effort of 100 people than 100% of my own efforts. Now imagine if you just received a small percentage of these efforts. Now let's just jump right into this FAQ, because a lot of people ask, is this a pyramid? No, it's a business. This is how businesses work. Businesses move products to people through distribution systems just like this. Pyramids are, in fact, illegal and move money through people, but not products. The home-based business industry, or word-of-mouth industry, is over $30 billion annually in the United States. And we offer a simple, duplicatable system that, when done correctly, can result in explosive exponential growth of customers and individual business owners purchasing and consuming products monthly. Now, does this work? Well, here's some examples of some ladies on our team that are using this system. And here's Ashley. She's a stay-at-home mom and wife. She's used the system to leverage herself into 600 people in 4 months. Rachel, she is a former personal trainer, also a stay-at-home mom. She's used this system to leverage herself into 1,500 plus people in 5 months. Stacy and Melissa have used this system in just a few short months to leverage themselves into 250 plus people. Trina, she is a small business owner and a wife, and she leveraged herself into 500 plus members within 5 months. And we happen to have the number 1 team in the company, and we have over 2,000 members in just about 6 months now. And remember, most people had no prior sales experience. They just use the system that we're about to show you. So to recap, in order to increase our income without leaving our house and without a second job, we need the following 3 things. We need to leverage ourselves and our time, since we're all busy. We need an affordable business with products that people will buy so that we can leverage profits and residual income sales in our efforts. And we have to be able to do that on a part-time basis. And we need a system that will teach us and others how to do the same thing, like a franchise, within our time frames that we have available. So now that I've shown you why and how it works and the math and the reasons behind it, can I show you the opportunity to make this system work for you? We've partnered with a company called Life Activated Brands that gives us this exact opportunity to earn a supplemental income working part-time from home, as I described. Some of the benefits of being a lab independent business owner: we own our own business very affordably, the opportunity to grow our income and leverage ourselves exponentially, a franchise-like system with high-quality products, great leadership, great timing in the industry and to capture market share. And here's some other benefits. There's no inventory to carry, no boss. We're independent business owners. As I mentioned, an unlimited income opportunity, work part-time on the internet. You don't have to have hotel meetings or personal meetings. Those aren't required. No sales quotas required. There's no purchase requirements, but it is recommended for increased benefits, and a system that we teach and provide. And then, as I mentioned, incredible timing in the high growth industry. So here's some of the growth characteristics of the industry, the direct selling industry overview, showing that it's over a $30 billion industry. And then Life Activated Brands, we're starting out with products in the CBD industry, which is growing exponentially in the USA. Here's some of the headlines you can see here showing the growth of the CBD market. And as a former banker, I can tell you that every industry and product and business has a life cycle, so timing matters. This little chart here shows you product sales relative to time in the market. So there's an introductory phase, and then there's a growth phase and a maturity phase, and then eventually a decline phase. Every company or product goes through this sort of growth curve. And basically we're right here with the CBD industry as well as our company introduction. So if you look at like Amazon back in the 1990s on up to the 2000s, look at the growth curve for Amazon. Wouldn't you have liked to have invested in Amazon way back here, and then as they captured market share and then just exploded over time? The next question I would have is leadership of the company. You got to make sure the company is going to be set. And our friend Brandon Hayes and his wife Jessica are the CEOs and founders of this company. They're well known within this industry and have had a lot of success over the last 18 years themselves. And they're also backed by a very well-capitalized, well-known experience in large operating and distribution partners. So that's very important. The next question is, do we have good products? And Life Activated Brands does provide high quality products that the customers want. We're in the wellness business, which is a huge industry, and we have natural products to help people restore their brain and body functions so that they can feel more relaxed and focused, to allow them to be more productive, happy, and healthy with their lives. And we're starting out in the CBD industry, but we're also going to be introducing a weight management product here soon. But in case you don't know, what does CBD do? What does it do for us? Well, there's tremendous health benefits to our body. I'm not an expert, but you can look up CBD and the health benefits, but it nourishes our endocannabinoid system. And cannabinoids like CBD and THC found in the cannabis plant feed the ECS, helping it rebuild its strength and helping our bodies restore balance. And we're talking about hemp-derived CBD. This is legal in all 50 states. So, and all of our brands contain less than 0.3% THC. So we're not talking, it's totally different from marijuana. So don't worry about that. Here are some of the benefits of CBD-derived hemp and our CBD products, like our energy capsules. May increase long sustained energy, provide sharper mental focus, may improve memory, nourish, hydrate skin. Our CBD balm, that is, may protect and replenish cellular levels, soothe and relax muscles, calms the mood. And I'm not making any claims here, so of course we have to make sure the FDA disclosure is included here as well. Here's some of our quality farming and extraction measures from our partners, providers that grow the hemp and produce the CBD oils. And the important thing is, does this work? So we have a Facebook group with all kinds of testimonials from our customers as well as partners on this. And you can see some of the people here showing how the products have worked for them. And the next question is the compensation plan. How do we make money? Well, there are about 7 ways to earn, and I'm not going to get into details on this webinar here for that, but you can learn that further in training, because that's what we train on, is how to make money and strategically make money. But just let's take the very simple approach here. So say that you have 3 customers and you might make $20 commission each per month that they order the product. So that would be $60 profit. And let's say you have 2 rep partners and they each order and you have $20 commission for each of their monthly orders. So that's $40. So that's $100. Now that doesn't thrill me. I don't know about you, but let's use the concept of leverage that this is really based off of. If you teach 5 people to use this very same system, and let's say you had 5 people or 5 reps, each teaching them to each have 5 customers or 5 reps, 5 times 5 becomes 25, 25 times 5 becomes 125. You teach them to each have 5. Now you have 625. And if each of them have 5, that's 3,125. Now, imagine receiving 10% of 1,000 or 3,000 people or more commissionable volume on their orders monthly. If you had, for example, 1,000 orders at $70 commissionable volume, that's 70,000. That's potentially $7,000 per month. Now, can you see how it's possible to be making $500 to $5,000 per month or more as you accumulate all of these orders in your organization? Do you see how this is possible simply by using products to help our health and the health of our customers and introducing this to others in this done-for-you system? Does it work? Now, again, I'll show you the ladies here in this, and they are each using this system. So just imagine the hundreds of people or even thousands of people that are in the organizations, and if they're making that kind of money, you can see how the math works. So let's recap. I've shown you the 3 things you need to make supplemental income working from home without a job. You need leverage, time, and efforts, since we have limited time. You need to be in a growing industry. And the business has to be an affordable business with products that people want and purchase over and over again monthly, producing recurring residual income, and a system to do it, a business that works like a franchise model with systems and trainings to show you how. Now, the big question, how much would it be worth to you to own a business and have something that gives you the ability to make unlimited income monthly? How much is an additional stream of $500 to $5,000 a month or more? What would that be worth to you? Well, I was a former banker, as I mentioned before, and to produce $5,000 a month in retirement, approximately $60,000 annually, and using the typical 4% monthly withdrawal, you would need a nest egg at retirement about $1.7 million. So again, how much would it be worth to you to have $500 to $5,000 a month coming into you? And we also use in banking what's called a cash flow multiplier. So that if you bought a business that had $5,000 a month coming in, you would use a cash flow multiplier, say, buying a franchise system or something like that. And if you were making $5,000 per month, you might pay, 10, 20, 15 times the amount of the cash flow, or say 5 to 10 times the amount of the cash flow. So, you might pay $250,000 to $500,000 for that sort of a business. So now that I've shown you this and why this works, may I show you how simple it is for you to get started and how affordable it is for you to own your own leverage sales business? What do you get with this? First, you get your own leverage sales system. I call it a business in a box. It's like a franchise. You get the rights to sell the products at wholesale and keep the profits. There's no shipping of products, no inventory to carry, no employees to hire, and unlimited profit potential. And you also get the company provided websites and customer service and shipping to your customers. I value that at about $497 per year. How much would you value a business in a box? Well, let's call it like $12,000, but the websites and everything else, let's call it $497 per year. And then on top of that, you're going to get the high quality products to use ourselves or for our customers. So those are valued at about $60 to $200 per month. And then on top of that, you're going to get all of the presentation materials, the swipe files, the private group training from us. You're going to get the corporate and team support. You're going to know exactly what to say to help you have some customers and reps in your business. I value that at $997 per year with that training and all the systems. The total value to own your own business and get training and the ability to start earning income, $14,000 plus value. If all the system did was show you how you can earn $500 to $5,000 a month without a second job, without leaving the house, provide you with a business in a box and tools you need, and send you products that are beneficial to your health at wholesale prices, would it be worth $14,000 to you? Well, here's the amazing thing. To me, it would definitely be worth $14,000 to start a business like that. But the unbelievable thing is we can actually get started in this business for only $199. So that's right. The business suite, we include these amazing products to help us get healthier, as well as getting our business suite, as well as getting the replicated websites for only $199 to get started. That is our recommended package to learn our system. So now you have three choices. You can go on with your life and you've just spent a few minutes with me and nothing has changed. You could go back to your normal routine and you're still wanting that financial freedom, or $500 to $5,000 a month or more to help you out with life. Or you could take action now and become a business owner with us and get started on what you originally came to this presentation for and start working on making extra income today. Or the third choice is you could become a customer with us, try out our amazing products and enjoy the health benefits, and then maybe later on you want to see if you want to be a business owner with us. But you came here to learn how to create more financial freedom without getting a second job or leaving your house. So remember, what would you do with that $500 to $5,000 a month? What other choice do you have to create more financial freedoms with a system that you would get from us and Life Activated Brands for you to duplicate this process and take advantage of leverage income? I showed you how to do this, how to leverage ourselves, how to have an affordable business with products that people buy, and a system to leverage yourself like a franchise. And all you do is share this presentation, and then you enroll with this enrollment kit and use the products. And one more thing, what is the cost of waiting and indecision? Well, action takers definitely get rewarded in this. Remember the math. If you were to double yourself every month using a duplicatable system like a franchise, what would it look like? Let's just say you started off right here, 1 + 1 is 2. And then you doubled yourself every few months or whatever, however long it took you. And several months down the road or a year down the road, maybe there's 2,048 people in your organization. Are you going to start here today, or are you going to wait till all these people that somebody else starts and you're in their organization, or they are going to be in your organization? So remember, J. Paul Getty, the power of leverage. I would rather earn 1% of the efforts of 100 people than 100% of my own efforts. Now imagine if you just received a small percentage of each of these efforts. Some of these people will be in your business, or if you wait, you'll be in their business. And remember, every business and product has a life cycle. So we're building a brand new business. We're starting off right here. We're capturing territory, and people will either end up in your territory or you will end up in their territory. And what's the worst thing that happens? You're going to get great products to help with your health. You may have a couple of questions on this, but most likely I've answered those questions, or you could wait. And if I answered 100% of the things in this webinar, it would take hours. I've given you 99% of the information necessary for you to make a decision. The rest comes from training with us after you've enrolled. And as I said, action takers get rewarded. This is a very simple business. All you have to do is step 1, watch the presentation. Step 2, enroll with a kit and use and purchase products monthly. Step 3, show others this presentation. Step 4, repeat the process. You enroll a handful of customers and business partners who want to either get healthy or want to make some additional income like you. And between now and the next 6 months or 3 years, or however long you want to take, it's up to you. And between all the people you know and all the people they know, you accumulate a group of people using the products and feeling the same way you do about the business. And step 5, use and teach our system for duplication and growth, and you will create $500 to $5,000 a month or more on a part-time basis without leaving the house. So get back to the person who showed you this, ask for their link to the lab website, and get started on your financial freedoms on your financial freedom goals today. And we'll see you inside our group on Facebook, where we'll get you going. Thank you very much.